Good morning, it's Barbara. I'm headed outside. It's bright and sunny and beautiful. Let's see how nice it is. I don't see much of a breeze, so we shall see. The girls and I are outside. Pearl's on the deck. May's just left. She's out there checking out the yard, as she does. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. As you already know, I have thrown this up into the interwebs without editing because I'm behind. It won't shock you to hear that I did not do the cleaning yesterday, so I'm doing it today. It's okay, it's not that bad. I did work in the kitchen yesterday. I was actually busy all the way up through and past dog walk because I made biscotti and we'd make keto biscotti, which when they come out of the double cooking, they're still pretty soft, not very biscotti textured, although they're very biscotti looking and tasting. But they're way too soft. So we dehydrate them to get them crispy. And I forgot they were in the dehydrator and I went to bed. So they dehydrated from 2 o'clock till 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 10 o'clock in the morning. They're very dry. I haven't actually had a real biscotti in quite a while, but as I recall, they're dry. I mean, I never made biscotti before with a regular recipe, so maybe they're not supposed to be quite so dry. But when I've got biscottis at like Starbucks and stuff, they've been very dry. So ours are very dry. Very dry. But anyway, they'll be delicious. They'll be fine. We'll have some dessert to have with our tea, Christy and I, in the evenings, if we decide to have tea. So I did that, and we roasted Dennis went to the store and bought red peppers. We roasted red peppers and for making more Ivar, because we're going to have plietskavica when Christy comes, which is the Serbian burger, Eastern European fancy stuffed burgers with roasted red pepper sauce. So we roasted the red peppers and some egg and an eggplant, which goes in it too. And then Dennis wanted some hot peppers, so he roasted them separately. And as he throws them as he's cutting them up and getting them ready, he says we should wear gloves when we peel these. Then they got thrown in the same bowl so they could steam and so the skin would come off. I don't know if you ever roast red peppers, but if you don't, you should, because they are delicious. But I was just in there peeling them with my hands, and I just kept doing it, and I did the hot peppers as well. And almost immediately when I was finished, I was like, oops, and my hand was burning. And you really can find out where your dry skin is leaving cracks and things in your hands, because my hands hurt for a half an hour or more. And I washed them 3 times in Grandma's soap. Grandma's soap is what Dennis uses when he thinks he's come in contact with poison ivy, because, gets the oils off instead of spreading them around. And the oils is what I needed off. But, oh my goodness. He was absolutely right. I needed gloves to peel those peppers. Anyway, the Ivar is going to be good. And the roasted red peppers are good. I cut up a little roasted red pepper and, had it on cracker for my snack, for my poo-poos before dinner, and it was delicious. So we should just get red peppers and roast them. We don't usually do that. It's usually for Ivar or something. So we might start having roasted red peppers on hand just for the yumminess of it. But even with regular peppers, I probably should be using a glove because you never know. So there you are. He made me a stir fry for dinner, and he put a little bit of our hot pepper that we grew, which is pretty hot, into the stir fry. So that was fun. So we have partaken of the first of our crop from our garden. We did that last night, so that was very fun. I have the noisiest vehicles on my road these days. That sounded like a motorcycle. Anyway, so there you go. That's what I did yesterday, and I read 2 books. I read 2 more Aurora Teagarden books by Charlene Harris, and I enjoyed them. They're very light reading. And that's what I did. That was my day. So I did not do any of the other things I said I was going to do. So today I will be getting Christy's room and bathroom ready and straightening up downstairs so that it is more comfortable to be in if it's not your living room. Even if it is your living room, it'll be more comfortable to be in. Dennis will vacuum. And so we'll be ready. So I'm not expecting her to before like 9 o'clock. I'm assuming that when she stops somewhere, she'll text me and give me an ETA on her arrival. So my brother called me this morning and said, "Oh, I talked to Dad. He said you and Christy are coming to visit." You know, I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." But it turns out my parents have COVID in their building, and they, you know, it didn't seem like they made any changes because there's COVID in the building. So the residents are still going to the dining room without masks. So I don't know. He said, "I understand if you guys don't want to come because it's here." And so I'll talk to Christy when she gets here and see what we want to do. I suggested maybe we bring a picnic lunch and sit on their patio and eat. So we would be outside the whole time. But I'll talk to Christy and see what she wants to do. Anyway, my brother called this morning and said he had talked to Daddy and, "Oh, you're coming." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's all I know is the plan was to come. I don't know what day and I don't know what we're going to do. So I will get back with him when Christy and I have had a chance to sort of think about what we really want to do. But, you know, she only comes up twice a year only. I mean, I don't go down there twice a year, but she comes up twice a year. So if she doesn't see them on this trip, she'll be back. She usually comes around Christmas time, but Christmas time is a really busy time for her when she's here. I mean, she sees, you know, she stays with her dad and Janice while she's up here and visits with some friends sometimes. But Christmas time turns out to be a lot more complicated because of celebrations and, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah. So if we don't go while she's here now, she certainly won't see them before Christmas time. On the other hand, she is also working very hard to not get COVID, as am I. So we'll see what she thinks. Whatever she wants to do, we'll do. But if we get together, we're going to figure out how we can get together outside. My brother might also host a lunch on his patio, and that would work too. Although because the car, we're going to have to go in Christy's car, you know, and she's going to have lots of stuff in her car. My thinking is that we can't really drive my parents in her car, and my brother's car's in the shop, so the car he's using isn't as comfortable, so who knows what's going on. Now you know everything that happened to me in my phone call this morning. Anyway, they've been working on our car. I guess I need to call the insurance guy and find out what the story is. I guess I should call the township and see if I can get a copy of the police report on the accident. It's been almost 2 weeks. I should be able to get the official copy of the police report. Just want to make sure that everybody's clear that their insurance company's paying for this. Because I showed you the car with that smashed up front corner, $9,000 damage. Well, her car was totaled, so. Anyway, we have a $1,000 deductible, so it better be on her insurance because I don't want to pay anything for that. I already have to hold myself when I cough. Surely that's enough. Oh, that didn't even hurt when I laughed. I'm improving. Anyway, I gotta go. I got stuff to do because I'm a lazy bum and procrastinator. So I'm gonna just upload this rather than edit it. So that's why no music. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane. Bye-bye.